How's it going, guys? Welcome to VFG Movie Reviews, and this is my review for A Million Ways to Die in the West. This is a part of the Make Me Laugh Week. We are covering 3 pretty hilarious movies. I think so. Guys, if you could, give us a like, give us a subscribe, help us grow in 2024. I'd sure appreciate it. Thank you. I am hoping to get to 1,300 by the end of the year. If you could help me do that, hit that subscribe. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. And let's get right into this review. I love this movie. I definitely remember seeing this in the theaters. This movie is beyond fucking hilarious. Every trope that it plays on, that Seth MacFarlane, the director, who also plays Albert, just everything it plays on in this movie is just hilarious. Just right to the core, fucking hilarious. It's everything. Like, I mean, I grew up in Las Vegas. We're an Old West town. Like, Vegas is the Old West town. Everything he's talking about, everything, like, all the things that can kill you in the Old West. I thought about all that stuff when I was growing up. I was like, man, how cool would it be to live in the Old West? It wouldn't be. It would be horrible. Like, like legit would have to have some true grit to live like that, with everything trying to kill you. And they do play up with the shit that they do. Like, he's in the bar with Giovanni Ribisi and Sarah Silverman's character, and he's just going off about it. And he's like, look at those 3 guys over there. Those are silver miners. And he goes off and he's talking about, like, this gas they use to collect the silver. He's like, they get so, they have to eat with Tabasco on their food because they have no taste buds anymore, and that's the only thing that helps. He's like, the gas and the chemicals that they use, if he farts, he'll die. And like, the one dude stands up and farts and then immediately flops over and dies. He's like, come outside. Look at this. And he points over and he's like, that's our mayor over there. Nobody's investigated. Nobody's checked on him. Nobody's done it. It's been 3 days. And then he's like, oh, look at that. And the wolves are dragging away. You just see the wolves dragging away. Dude, this fucking movie is tremendously funny. When he talks about his sheep, yeah, we have Betty. She has a little bit of the mental retardation, but she's got a lot of love to give. She's the one that stands on the roof of the house. It's so funny. And then when he's talking to his dad, when Giovanni Ribisi's character comes in, and he's talking to his dad, and his dad farts, and he's like, that hurt. And he's like, oh, Pops, do you have the needle farts again? Oh, that's cool. Dad's like, shut up. Like I said, I could go on and on about the jokes in this movie and what makes this movie so goddamn funny. I really love Giovanni Ribisi and Sarah Silverman's character. Sarah Silverman plays a prostitute at the whorehouse, brothel, whatever you want to call it, and Giovanni Ribisi's her boyfriend. Like, when you get introduced to her, his character, he's like sitting there at the bottom of the stairs, and he's holding some flowers for her, and you can just hear her. He's like, you hear the dude, he's like, yeah, you like that? She's like, yeah, like, fuck me with your deep, big, and he's just listening to it. And Alex Borstein plays Millie, like the madam of the house or whatever. And she's like, Edward, like, are you okay with Millie, what's her name? Ruth doing that? She's like, yeah, not everybody really likes their job or anything else like that. And then as they're walking out, because they're going to go on a picnic, she's like, hey, yeah, Bob Collins, he said he's going to come over later on tonight, and he was looking forward to being with you. And she's like, oh, okay, well, I'll be back. And what did he want? Oh, I think he wanted anal. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she turns to Giovanni Ribisi's character, and she's like, "Oh, we can buy you that new belt for church." And like I said, I can go on and on with the jokes in this movie, but Giovanni Ribisi is fucking hilarious in this movie. Sarah Silverman, brilliant, dirty comic. I love her to death. She's brilliant. We have Amanda Seyfried in this playing Louise, who ends up dating Neil Patrick Harris's character, Foy, and he owns the mustachery, because you basically got to be a rich man to grow a mustache, and it's another great, funny, continuous joke. We have Charlize Theron playing Anna, who is Liam Neeson's wife, and Liam Neeson's the bad guy of the movie. His name is Clutch Leatherwood. It all plays into, she comes into the town, and she meets Edward saves her life. She meets Edward, and she like really likes him because he's just a good guy, and Dutch is such a fucking piece of shit. Clinch is such a piece of shit. I think this movie got a lot of bad things because, I mean, Seth MacFarlane, he's kind of, you either really like him or you don't like him. Like, you really like Family Guy or you don't like Family Guy. You really like Ted or you don't like Ted. There's like no middle ground. Oh, I like some of Family Guy. Like, I'm a huge Family Guy fan. I am a huge Ted fan. I love Seth MacFarlane because there's a lot of stuff that he does that a lot of people don't know about. He's a recovering alcoholic. He's like a legit good dude. He became friends with Frank Sinatra Jr. right after Frank Sinatra Jr. tried to kill himself. Like, he got Frank Sinatra Jr. to come to do on the show, and they kind of became friends and helped each other. He's just a good dude, and I think he's a great director, because this movie's whoever the cinematographer on this, it's shot beautifully. Like, there are just sweeping shots of Arizona and the mountains and everything, and anytime there. I would also just say that's the only thing that distracts from this movie is because they go to so many different places in the desert. It kind of doesn't make sense that they're doing that, but it's fucking gorgeous. Like I said, Liam Neeson is playing Clinch Leatherwood, and he's just a despicable dude who's robbed a stagecoach. And he pretty much is holding Anna hostage, being his wife and everything. He's just douche. I like all the archetypes in this. Jamie Foxx has a little cameo as Django in this, and it's really fucking funny. When they go to the town fair, I'm not going to tell you about any of that shit, but there are some funny ass jokes at the town fair scenes, all that shit. There's a cameo from Christopher Lloyd playing Doc Brown and everything, and it's really funny. He's like, "Great Scott," when he meets Albert and everything. It's really funny. This movie's brilliant, man. Like I said, I don't think he gets a lot of love that I think it should get, but it's funny. It hits all the things. Yes, it's silly. Yes, some of the jokes are just dragged out a little too long, but it is funny as shit. Where does this lie on my 5-star review scale? The story is a 4. The cinematography is a 3.5. The characters are a 5. The design is a 4, which brings our total to 4.125. Guys, let me know down below, what do you think of A Million Ways to Die in the West? Are you a Seth MacFarlane fan? Do you find this movie funny or not funny, or did you just kind of give it a pass? I'd sure appreciate, and I would love to hear you guys in the comments down below. Give us that like, give us a subscribe. Thank you, and I will see you in the next review. Bye.